Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, peace and salutations to the elect, and all the brothers pushing this work in sincerity and in truth. This is Brother Thamayim from GMS Toronto, coming at you with another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the word howl, okay? It's an old English word, but we see it in the King James Version a lot, right? Specifically when it comes to um, this world going out, okay? The people of this world, which is ran by Esau, Edom, right? They're instructed or warned to howl, okay? So it's a new day, so people don't really like when they see these words, they don't know what they mean, right? But at the end of the day, we all have a pretty much an understanding of the word can mean something without even looking it up, right? Salakia, right? We're the prophets, the men of the Lord, are instructed to go and warn, right? And the prophets of old, they saw these visions, and they pretty much wrote it down. And when the Spirit was on these men, the Lord used certain words for people to know how severe something is going to be, right? Whether it be destruction or whether it be a plague, right? But in this world to come, so like in this world that we're living in, um, there are sacrifices that has to be made in order for us to get the world to come, right? So, with further ado, I'm gonna look up the word howl. Okay, howl. What's the meaning? It says a long, loud, doleful cry uttered by an animal such as a dog or a wolf, right? Let's see what else we have here. To drown, to drown out or cause to fail by adverse outcry. Okay, let's see what else we have here. To utter a loud, prolonged, mournful cry. Okay, as that of a dog, wolf, to utter similar cry in distress, pain, rage, etc. For the most recent example that you would for you people to know exactly what we're talking about is when you go into that show Game of Thrones, when Catelyn Stark at the Red Wedding, when all her her son men are getting murdered in the banquet hall, right at the wedding, and then after her son gets murdered in front of her, and then she let out a cry and then slit the girl's throat. That was like one of the most painful things I've ever seen, right? It was doleful, right? It was gut wrenching. So that's the same fear that the Lord want you people to have, because that's the kind of cry you people are gonna let out. Those cries that you see when you go to funerals, or when a mother hear her son is shot and killed, right? Or when a mother sees her son's dead body on the floor, or her child dead body on the floor. That kind of cry, okay? For you people to know the extremities of what the Lord is really talking about through these prophets. And now we're here to tell you again, right, that's what's coming to this earth. 2/3 of our people are gonna get it. They're gonna get it from the famine. They're gonna get it from the Jacob's trouble. They're gonna get it from race wars, right? Diseases. So the Lord is instructing you to howl, right? Get right, or face the consequences. Let's get some scriptures on how, right? Scriptures on how. We've got 27 scriptures on how, and let's see what it says. This is Isaiah 13:6. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. Okay, it's not going to be a beautiful day for you people on the planet Earth. Esau, Edom is going to be taken out of the way along with these other nations, right? The Lord's going to come, receive his elect, destroy this place, and uh, and go crown the elect, and then come back. Like people always say before a hurricane, when a hurricane comes, it's destruction, and then after it's gone, it's peaceful. So it's the same thing when the Lord comes. It's going to be destruction on the earth, and then when he leaves, it's going to be peace again, and then comes back, and then it's going to be more cleanup, and then peace. Okay, peace for the Israelite, the 144,000, and the rest of that multitude, right? They're gonna be at peace, while you other nations are gonna be in distress. Isaiah 14:31. How, O gate, cry, O city, thou whole Palestine, or Palestina art dissolved, for there shall come from the north a smoke, and none shall be alone in his appointed times. Okay, America is gonna be destroyed. Okay, that's what the Lord is telling you. There's gonna be a fire, a fire that's gonna be unquenchable. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. So the Lord is telling you to his men to gird up their loins, but telling you people of this world to be aware. This is what's coming, but no one's paying attention, right? You have the mouthpiece of the Lord. They're out here every weekend, week in and week out, speaking to you people, but you take no heed. So the blood is off our hands. It says here, Isaiah 15:2, he has gone up to Bajith and to Dibon, the high places, to weep. Moab shall howl over Nebo and over Medeba. I think these are chief places of Moab. Just like how we have Basra and Edom, right? And all their heads shall be baldness. When you go into the law, what happens when you capture someone, right? When you capture a woman, um, they get to shave their hair off, and their nails, which represents what? Shame, being in the time of distress, right? So that's the same thing the Lord is telling you nations to do. Moab, you're called out. Verse 3. In the streets they shall gird themselves with sackcloth, meaning you nations are going to be in a low state. Okay, Moab's gonna. The Lord tell you that Moab's gonna be our wash spot, man. Okay, so you're gonna howl, cause enjoy your time now, because the howling is coming. Just like what the brothers were saying at camp, the culling is coming, the howling is coming, right? We're here to warn our people, to tell them what's coming, but they're not going to take heed. Two-thirds are not going to take heed. These nations, they hear us too. They're not going to take heed. Even if they took heed, they're not going to give us the power. They're not going to say, okay, we messed up. We're going to give this kingdom over to Israelites because, they're saying this and they're saying that. So they're not going to do that. So there's nothing that they can do because it's set in stone that, they're going to be rebellious. They're going to hate the Israelites. They're going to hate our power. So therefore, they got to be beaten to powder in order for them to acknowledge certain things, right? Certain people only learn the hard way. On the top of their houses and in their streets, everyone shall howl, weeping abundantly. A lot of things are going to happen on this planet Earth where a lot of people are not going to, they haven't seen these things on the earth before, especially over here in the West, right? Other countries, you have destruction, you have wasteness. Over here, it's, people are weak. They live in a life of abundance, right? That's why you have all those people, wanting to come over here and live that free life. This is supposed to be what the land of the free, but those libertines, those libertine lifestyle that people live over here is slowly getting taken away, right? All that shit is slowly getting taken away. Your rights, You're being taxed, right? People are leaving, but at the same time, there are people coming in, you know? Therefore shall Moab howl from Moab. Everyone shall howl, for the foundations of Kirhash, Kirharishseth shall ye mourn. Surely they are stricken. Okay? That's one nation who's been instructed to howl. Moab. The Lord really have some beef with you, man. The burden of Tyre, howl, ye ships of Tarshish, for it is laid waste, so that there is no house, no entering in from the land of Chittim. It is revealed to them. So you see, Tyre going into these Hamites, right? And all these things. So your ships, um, that goes into traffic also, right? Bringing in food in abundance. All that stuff is going to be tampered with. The Lord is going to do that. How ye ships of Tarshish, for your strength is laid waste. This is Isaiah 23 and 14, right? The strength. When you look at even this time, even in this time, they can't bring everything in planes, so the ships are still being used up to this day, right? And the Lord is going to put that spirit on Esau, for Esau to tamper with these ships, because over the pandemic, what happened? All these ships are just parked up. None of them, there were no traffic coming in, right? They were just parked up on the seas. So there were ships outside wanted to dock at the bay and couldn't, right? So we're gonna see that again, right? You're gonna be affected in every way, you people on the planet Earth, right? Mainly over here in America, you're gonna be affected by the sea. Your goods are gonna be affected. Your children are gonna be affected. You're gonna be affected by diseases, right? Even on the mainland, you're going to be affected by turmoil. So the Lord is instructing you to how. Jeremiah, let me drop down to Jeremiah 48, 4 and 8. Sorry, for this gird you with sackcloth, lament, how, for the fierce anger of the Lord is not turned back from us. So our people, we've been howling for a long time, right? So you're gonna know what the Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, um, what they've been going through, right? So let's get Isaiah 34. Isaiah 34. I'll start at 1. Come ye, come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury is upon all their armies. He shall utterly destroy them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. The slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with blood. Okay? All the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and heaven shall be rolled together as a scroll, and their hosts shall fall down, and as a leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be baited in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. And it goes on, right? Let me read one more verse. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and the blood of lambs and goats, and the fat of kidneys of rams. For the Lord shall have a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Right? So all these things that I just read, they're gonna be dead carcasses. They're gonna be the missiles dropping, right? They're gonna be race wars, right? And the Lord required that sacrifice in Basra. That's why you people are coming over here, right? You have the Arab people, the Mexicans coming over here, Issachar coming over for a better life, Zebulon coming over for a better life, right? So they're only coming over for two things, right? They're only coming over here to be delivered or to be destroyed. You have Assyrians, you have Assyrians. All these countries that America have destroyed, we're bringing them over here, right? In the West, they're coming over here to be destroyed or to be delivered, right? There's no ifs, buts, or maybe. It's only two options when it comes down to the Lord. It's either you're in or you're out. It's either you're saved or you're dead, okay? So you're being warned. You've been warned to howl because of what's about to happen on the planet Earth. The men of the Lord, the prophets, are out here warning you is that you take heed or get destroyed. Shalom.